The official opening of the legislature was marred by disruptions over water provision. Water has been a cause for concern in many parts of the province, with many residents struggling to access this basic commodity. However, delivering the speech, Premier Refilwe Mtshweni-Tsipane highlighted some of the strides the provincial government has made in the last 30 years of the ANC in power.
In 1994, our population was a mere 3.3 million people. Today, we are 5.1 million people in Mpumalanga. We inherited a GDP of 46 billion rand in 1994. Today, we have a GDP of more than 530 billion rand, which has seen the province growing its GDP levels 12 times bigger than what it was, and we are now the fourth largest economy in the country. We inherited a workforce of 627,000 people. Now we are growing it to more than 1.25 million employed people in the province.
However, opposition parties were not impressed.
The speech was nothing but a talk show, as usual. It's a wish list of things that are still to be done. They cannot point on anything that they've done. So SOPA must give us a report on what have they done in the previous administration since they were in power. So the hospitals are still incomplete. There are no new clinics.
There are a number of things that are worrying. A number of the projects have not been finished. We're looking at the parliamentary village. It is not finished. We're looking at the boarding school at Mkondo. It is not finished. We are looking at the agricultural hub at Mkondo. It's not finished. We are looking at the fresh produce market. It's not finished. We're looking at law and order. The impression that we have is that the criminals have, at this point in time, are on top of their game.
The 30-year term that she's referring to, she has given credit to her previous predecessors, but she hasn't given credit to herself in terms of what has she done or what has she achieved. To say this building was built in the last 30 years, the archives, it's almost like, I was like, why are you selling yourself short? You're embarrassing yourself, because the minute you say 30 years, it actually shows how little was done in the 30 years. She has spent millions on, for example, the Youth Development Fund. But if you look at the youth unemployment, it has increased. So what is this money doing?
The ANC, though, feels the speech hit all the right notes.
The speech also looked at the way that we have traveled, the distance that we have traveled from 1994 until today, and the speech was trying to emphasize that South Africa of 1993 is so very different from South Africa from the South Africa of today, because our people have experienced a better life through the journey that we have traveled, or the political journey that we have traveled from 1994 up until today.
The legislature is expected to sit sometime next week to debate the State of the Province address. Nhlanhla Jele, SABC News, Mbombela, Mpumalanga.